We will talk about of the consequences of breach of contract under section 73 to 75 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Before starting off with section 73 to 75, we will see what is a contract, what is breach of contract, and then we will move to section 73 to 75. So what is a contract? Under section 2 clause each of Indian Contract Act, a contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law. Now we will see what is breach of contract. Breach of contract is that when there is failure of a party to perform or to fulfill its obligation under the contract, it is termed as breach of contract. This is defined under section 82 of Indian Contract Act. Now we will start with of the consequences of breach of contract that is there in chapter 6 of Indian Contract Act. What does it mean actually? It means that what shall be a liability and the course of action in case there is a breach of contract by either party. The very first section under chapter 6 is section 73. It states that compensation for loss or damage caused by breach of contract. What does this section talks about? It says that when the contract has to be when there is a broken contract or when contract has been broken, the party who suffers need to be compensated for any loss or damage, and the compensation which is to be given to the suffered party should not be given for any remote or indirect loss of damage. This was also held in the case Ram Kumar Agarwal versus Lakshmi Agarwal AIR 1947. Now we will move to the most important rule under section 73, that is Hadley versus Begzendel rule under section 73. This is a case law, Hadley versus Begzendel. What are the facts of this case? The facts are the plaintiff operated a mill and had some defected crankshaft which was difficult to operate. Now the plaintiff contracted the manufacturer Joyce and Company, and they agreed to make a new shaft for the plaintiff. Now the servant of the plaintiff went to the defendant, that who is a common carrier, to take the shaft to Joyce and Company on an urgent basis, but the defendant couldn't take the shaft or send the shaft on urgent basis, due to which the plaintiff incurred huge losses. So the issue was that in this case whether the defendant shall be liable for the damages incurred by plaintiff or not. The court held two principles in this case. The first principle is the claim should arise naturally, that is, the claim should arise as per usual course of time. Secondly, the claim should be reasonable in the sense that both the parties reasonably suppose that certain act, if occurred, then it would probably result in a breach of contract. Upon these two principles, the court held that the defendant was not liable for the loss incurred by the plaintiff, as it was held that in ordinary circumstances, when the shaft is sent for repair, the mill is not usually stopped, makes it an exceptional one. Now we will move to another case under this section, that is Karanda Thaikar versus Saran Engineering and Company. It is a special case which has separate principle to follow. In this case, loss of profit which has been incurred when the goods has been resold can't be recovered from the other party unless it is communicated to the other party that the goods are for resale upon a special contract. So these are the two important cases under section 73. Now we will move to section 74. Now section 74 talks about compensation for breach of contract where penalty stipulated for. What does the section means? When the contract has been broken, a sum named in a contract, that is, an amount needs to be mentioned in a contract, which is to be paid in case of breach of contract or any other stipulation by way of penalty. Now section 74 has an exception also. The exception says that any person enters into any bail bond or under the orders of the central government or of any state government, gives any bond for performance of any public duty or act in which the public are interested, he shall be liable upon breach of the condition of any such instrument to pay whole sum mentioned therein. So let's see an example of section 74. A person who contracts with another person to pay rupees 1000. For example, A contracts with B to pay rupees 1000, and if he fails to pay the other person rupees 500, then the other person is entitled to get the compensation of rupees 1000. That means the example actually says that if A contracts with B to pay B rupees 1000, and if he fails to pay B rupees 500 on a given day, B fails to pay A rupees 500 on that day, B is entitled to recover A such compensation not exceeding rupees 1000 as the court considers reasonable. Now we will move on to section 75. Now, section 75 says that party rightfully rescinding contract entitled to compensation. What does this section says? It states that a person who rightfully rescinds a contract entitled to compensation for any damage through the non-fulfillment of the contract. It will be easier for us to understand the section by the given example. The example says that A made a contract with B where A will perform as a singer in B's club every day, and accordingly A will be paid. B started paying her rupees 400 per day, but one day A willfully absents herself from the performance, and B in consequence rescinds the contract. B is entitled to claim compensation for the damage. So we understood that section 73 to 75 basically talks about how compensation or how a suffered party needs to be compensated for any loss of or damage if there is a breach of contract. I hope it was easier for you all to understand. Best wishes for your future.